Hello my planner friends, welcome to my September planner flip through. So I am very excited about September. The Cocoa Daisy theme for this month is book club, so I love to read, so we have lots of stuff about books. Let's start with the outside. So I am using I think the color is coral, Webster's pages, and it's an A5. And I really like it. I had another one that was a Carpe Diem that was a little bit lighter, but this one has a rose gold on the inside. I don't know if it shows up on film or not, but there are some rose gold accents. So like the pen, this month is so pretty. It has a little bird on it and it has rose gold accents. And then we have a pencil this month as well that is rose gold with some orange leaves on it. I have both of those. So to start with, I was trying to do a little bit different things this month. And so one of the things I started with was I usually put a piece of paper right here. I usually cut it out or do something. So this month I decided to put a bunch of things. So I took a piece of paper and then I just attached the cards to it. This is a little bit of packaging with a little die cut on top of it. This was another card with a die cut. And then this tag that came with the kit. I subscribed to the Pocket Memory Keeping Kit, the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit, and also the Planner Kit, as well as the Planner add-on and the dashboards. And stickers. So I never remember which parts go with which ones, but except for the pocket cards. I know the pocket cards came with a pocket card kit. So this is the card for book club, the theme, and on the back of it there is a little description on how Christine Everett came up with the idea for book club. And I really like these colors this month. For me, this is still a summer month. I'm in Florida, so it is still very warm here. So while we are leaning into fall, not so much here. So anyway, so I always put a piece of acetate here to protect. All of this stuff will dig into this stuff. So one of the things in the kit this month are these enamel dots, and I don't think they show up as well on screen. They have a little bit of glitter in them and they are so pretty. So this was a piece of vellum that had some writing on it, and inside of it it said write your story, and I thought that was cute because it was a book club. So I took that and created this kind of dashboard front page Hello September with some die cuts, and I printed this out myself, and then use a little pattern paper here, and so I attached that together. So you can see on the back where I've attached it and gave it a little bit of depth. And then I put the blue piece of paper behind it, and it just seemed like it needed a little bit of extra, so I did a cutout punch of paper up here and put the little cups there just to add to that a little bit. And so this is my month at a glance section. So here is a month. This is a pocket that I have used. This is the third month in a row that I have used this vellum pocket. Last month I had washi on it. The month before I had a little sticker on it. So this month it kind of became useless after I did what I did to it, but it's cute, so I stuck it in my planner. So it's really, it's not functional. It is really just to look at, because when I tied the ribbon through it, what I usually do is I put die cuts in it behind the piece of paper so that the die cuts don't look all funky in here because you can see them. But now that I've tied this together, I can't put the die cuts behind it. So it's just a pretty little pocket. So I did do a September goals page this month, and I always seems like the sticky stuff like multiplies throughout the month. And then I just find it every time I touch a page. But this is my goals page, so I kind of separated it into sections: family, creating, moving, just to remember to be thankful each day, and health. So those are the things I want to do this month. This is my currently page, so I just wrote it all out on this documented pocket card, and So we are binge watching Money Heist right now. We have been watching it earlier tonight. I have been listening to Taylor Swift so much. And then I binged listened to the audiobook Love Warrior just recently by Glennon Doyle, which was just fabulous, and I highly recommend it. So there's my currently page. And then I took the planner printable, and there's some more goo. It's like the stickiest everywhere. And I enlarged this. I think it only had 2 books, so I had to take another couple of books and stick them underneath the first set of books. And I enlarged it really big and printed it out and laminated it, and then I just punched holes in here and then hooked it here. So it's just a little extra cute thing in my planner. So I'll put some kind of notes on that page. Here's my month at a glance. I made stickers this month, and I decided that I wanted the Sunday ones to all be yellow and the Monday ones to be peach and the Tuesday ones to be coral. And when I printed them, my printer, there's a couple of different settings on my printer, and I did it the wrong way on this one, so they came out really dark. But I can still read it, and I just didn't want to go back and redo it, because at a certain point, if you can read it, there's just, that is what it is. I think I am going to go back in here and take the rub-ons and put some in here and there, just to make this a little more exciting. It just looks a little bare to me, so I'll probably do that. So here is my Cocoa Daisy Planner Challenge. And I put a P if I've taken a photo, and I put a check mark if I actually posted the picture. So, so that page is that. For my dashboards this month, August was a super busy month for me. So there was just not a ton of time for me to set up September. So I just was happy with the fact that Cocoa Daisy gives you these cute, great dashboards that you can kind of just put a tab on them and call it done. I stuck this piece of paper to this is a piece of the free printable paper, and I printed that out and I stuck it to it. Had I been better, I would have not printed it double-sided, because I can see the stuff on the other side of it, but whatever, I don't care. So these are my September swatches. I always go in and I take the printable and I eye drop the swatches because I make stickers of my own, of boxes and other stuff that just, I love the stickers that came with Cocoa Daisy this month. And I am trying very hard not to create stickers that Cocoa Daisy is already giving me. Sometimes I don't look at the stickers closely enough, and then I make all these stickers, and then I don't use the ones that Cocoa Daisy gave me to begin with, which makes no sense. So this month I am trying to use up everything that I have of Cocoa Daisy's, and I'm doing really good. I've used a lot of stickers. Now there's always going to be some that just don't fit my life or whatever, but so these were the patterns that I created for this month to make stickers from. And this is actually printed on a piece of sticker paper because I wanted to see what they looked like on this paper. And if you're interested, I buy my label paper from Online Labels, and this is matte waterproof inkjet paper, and it is so smooth. It just feels really good. So yeah, so there's that. So then I came in and I took my stamps, some of the stamps with the monthly kit, this cute little bird with the glasses and the little teacup and leaves, and I stamped it in several different colors to see which ones I liked, and I actually liked all of them. So I haven't stamped a lot with them at this point, but when I go back in to decorate, I'm going to try to use my stamps. I'm going to try to stamp something every day. I'm trying to get better at stamping. There's a little trick to it, and sometimes I'm okay at it, sometimes not so great. So that's kind of one of my planning goals this month, is to stamp something every day, just so that I get in the practice of it. Then I took my pens and I just wrote with all of them to see which ones I liked, or if any of them. Quite frankly, most of the time I just write with black. And most of the time I use a Cocoa Daisy pen. Occasionally when I'm doing a header like this, I'll use the 07 Pilot G2 because it makes a little darker header. So, and I can tell with this list I wrote this part up here with a Cocoa Daisy pen and this part down here with a Pilot G205. My handwriting is neater with a Cocoa Daisy pen. That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. And if you've seen any of my flip throughs before, usually I have 3 pages of planner to-dos. But this month, like I said, I was busy. I wrote a few things down. I did what I wrote down. That one's actually done. I just haven't marked it off. I'm feeling okay about it, even though I didn't have a to-do list. I still need to print out the printables onto sticker paper to use them as stickers. But other than that, I'm pretty much done with my planner for the month, except for the, actually using it as a planner. So this is more of the printable A5 paper from Cocoa Daisy, which, can I just say shout out to Cocoa Daisy for giving us these printables every month, because this just makes me happy that I have cute paper in my planner and that I don't just have to print dotted paper or whatever. It just adds to it. So it's really nice and I appreciate it. You designers out there that are making the extra stuff for us, thank you so much. There's the regular printable and the subscriber printable, and now there's an extra printable, which is really cute, and I need to print on a piece of vellum and I just haven't done it yet. And really, quite frankly, my rings are getting kind of full, so I don't know if I need to add anything else in here, but anyway. So here's another one of the dashboards from Cocoa Daisy, and like I said, just left it just like it was. I love this pattern with these circles that are made out of little dots. I will probably copy that probably next month. We'll see. I like to draw patterns in Illustrator, so that's one that I'm like, oh, I could totally copy that one. So it's super cute. So this was one of the pocket cards, really cute, and I love this paper. Just, I don't know, it makes me think of Wonder Bread bags, except for they were yellow, red, and blue. And when I was a kid, it snowed one time because I grew up in the South. So it snowed one time when I was a little kid, and we put Wonder Bread bags on our feet. And there's something about that little polka dot that makes me think of that. My one little snow memory as a young child. It did snow one other time when I got older, but that's neither here nor there. I'm off on a tangent. So this was another printable that I printed on a piece of transparency film, and then I laminated it. And every time I do this, people ask about this. And so I'm gonna grab the paper. So this is just the box, but here is the box of paper that I got, and I got it from Amazon. It's just inkjet transparency film, and you could just print it and let it go like that. But I laminated this with 3mm laminating just to give it a little more oomph. And so, and just enlarged that little piece of clip art in the free printable. And then it says, happiness is a cup of coffee and a really good book. And then behind it, I have this cute paper from the kit that has little coffee cup rings. So I just thought that went together really cute. That made me happy. So see, I was doing this kind of stuff instead of making dashboards because Cocoa Daisy gave me dashboards. But then I do have to decorate the back of it sometimes. So this was actually just this piece of paper. It had the coffee stains on one side and then this pretty little print on the back. And so I took the, I call these color block pages. I guess it would be week on one page. It's got all the different colors on it. I cut mine in half. You'll see them in a minute. And so I had leftover pieces of it. So I cut this one and made a tag out of it and put this little die cut on it. This was out of the packaging from Cocoa Daisy, which I just love how you could use the packaging for part of it. And this was the washi tape that came with the kit, and I just cut it. I cut it narrower for something else, and this was the other half of the piece that I had cut. So we also got a free item this month. It was this cute bookmark. So I put it here to mark where my habit tracker was, and I was going to remember that when I needed my habit tracker, just look for this bird. But then I ended up putting a tab on my habit tracker, so now I look for the bird and the tab that says habit tracker. I don't think I've ever done a habit tracker before, so this is my first one. I saw this one somewhere online and thought it was cute, so I went into Illustrator and designed it myself. And it really wasn't that hard. It looks harder than it was, but I've been doing Illustrator for 30 years, so that might have something to do with it. So I'm gonna start tracking things. The month kind of snuck up on me, so I didn't even think about it until today. And I've done okay. So the idea is progress, not perfection. That's bleeding through, so I'm probably gonna put something on the back of that, but I haven't gotten there yet. So here's the color block page that I was talking about. So I am using these pages to menu plan, which is what I've used almost every month that I've had Cocoa Daisy. One time I used it for gratitude. But what happened was you've got this big sheet of paper and I only need to write what I'm having for dinner because I'm only menu planning dinner. And so I didn't really need all that space. So I cut it down smaller, and then I had the other half of the page that was over here that I could do other things with. So I still have some of that left over that I can do other things with. The back of this, I'm going to make a grocery list, so if I need a grocery list. Sheila is my boss, and so when I have things that I need to talk to her about, I make a list because I don't see her every day. She's not in the same building as I am, so I try to save them up rather than calling her all the time and asking questions. So this is my first week in my September planner. Today is Labor Day, and so I put this down thinking that it was like a normal work day and I had things that I needed to do, and then I realized it was Labor Day, and I have fully committed to having nothing on my to-do list today, so I just made up stuff. So we are watching the hurricane. I live in a tourist town, and so the tourists are leaving today, and we actually went to breakfast this morning and there wasn't a line, which was fabulous. I did have meal plan on my to-do list, but you could see that it was blank, so I have not done that. I did play with my planner quite a bit. I walked the dog, and we watched Money Heist on Netflix. I highly recommend it. It's like a Spanish television series that has like the people, their mouths are moving and they're speaking in English, but you can tell that they were originally speaking in Spanish, which I don't think I've ever watched TV like this before, but it is really good, so we are totally enjoying it. So normally I do a bookmark that says this week, but I have found that I am always trying to find every week in my planner. So like if I'm on this week, I'm trying to look forward to next week, or I'm trying to look back at the week before. And so this time I numbered the weeks. I did them in, it's like a coral color or a peachy color, so it's hard to see. But this one is week 36, so I just numbered them this time. And then it's got polka dots. And I use that same transparency film. I printed that and cut it out. And I laminated that with 10 mil laminating because I like really nice, thick. If I'm using it for a bookmark, I want it to be nice and thick so that I can find it and I won't bend it or anything. So this is week 1. I am set up and ready to go to work tomorrow, have a hair appointment, have things to do. So yeah, so that's pretty good. So then I made a shopping list because I always have to buy stuff for work. So this is my work shopping list right here. And then I have, the last time I did a flip through, I said, you know, I thought about something I could put over here. And so I got it together. So on these pages on this side, because I've typically left this side just kind of blank, or I just jotted stuff over here if I needed to brain dump something really quickly. So I am putting a gratitude list here rather than doing a gratitude page for the week. I am going to write down my Bible verse for my devotional here. And then here, I'm gonna put anything I post on social media. And then over here, I'm gonna track the weather. So I've got that for every day. Then I just go in at the beginning of the month. I have a calendar that has all kinds of things listed on it. And so if I have an appointment, sometimes what's on here is not necessarily an appointment, but like something's canceled where I work or that kind of thing. So I made this, when I made the bookmarks, I made one for today. So this one goes on my today page so like you can see on Thursday, Zoom Book Gold is canceled. And this is actually, this needs to go on Tuesday. So I'll move it right now while we're talking. Oh, and I did clip this one right here so that I can just flip it on like this. So I made it a dashboard with sticky notes and extra bits of washi, and it says today on it, but it's kind of hard to see. And so I stuck a little working hard, because this is like a working hard sort of dashboard right here, bookmark, so that everything's right at hand for that day when I'm working on stuff. So there's that. And we just go through this week. And so then the next week, we started all over again. We menu plan. I switched things up a little bit, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this page. But so here is my weekly spread. Oh, and I've never actually said this. I almost always convert my pages to my weekly spreads to vertical. I came out of an Erin Condren and a Happy Planner, and I really like vertical. I can do the horizontal, and I did leave 1 week this month as horizontal. I'm trying to force myself at least 1 week to go horizontal, because it is easier if you don't have to go in and redo this. And sometimes it's just sheer laziness. I get tired, and so I'm like, I'll just live with horizontal. But I do like the vertical better. My head just works better like this. So I split up Saturday and Sunday, and I just go in with whiteout and white out the extra bars right here. I white out where it has the name, like the name of the day right here, Saturday and Sunday. And then I cover them up with stickers that I make. So here are stickers that I made with the things. And I'll go back in and put little bits of cute stuff on these stickers where they're little blank spots. I just haven't made those stickers yet, so that'll do. When I start decorating this week, I'll do that. So yeah, so I made kind of a weekly dashboard here. So I made my Sheila list here for things I want to talk about with my supervisor. I made my shopping list here. I put a hydrate tracker here, and then next week, so that I can just kind of fill in this page with stuff that's going on. And so then we just go into my daily pages. We'll skip that. Back to menu planning. Here is my horizontal weekly spread. And another one of these, what week it is, bookmarks. Kind of the same thing. That got a little messy right there, but when I tried to peel it up, it was going to peel up the ink off of that bar right there, so I just left it. I was like, whatever, it's just going to be a little messy. So that's what we got going on. I made another one of these this week, dashboards. And we do that again. I don't think that's very exciting. And then we go to my last week of the month. I went back to vertical, and I have a baby shower that week, so I just took the baby shower invitation, stuck it in here, and so I put washi here also. I always just like that. It's just a nice finished look when you put the washi around the rings, or if you do the little round ring things, those are cute too. But those are a lot more work than washi. Look, and Cocoa Daisy Reveal Day, that's so exciting. That's like the fun day. And I did another one of those dashboard pages for the week, and then we just do more of those. So that's all the same. So then I have my notes section, and another one of the dashboards straight from the Cocoa Daisy kit. Today I was looking at the Cocoa Daisy Planner Challenge, and just trying to take photographs. I was photographing lots of things, and I got to Washi Wednesday, and that one's always a stumper for me. Like, I've never really stamped before the last month or so, and I've used washi, but I just don't use it very much. I have always just made my own stickers, and so I've even made faux washi that I used more than real washi. So I'm just transitioning into using this stuff that I get every month in the kit. And so I had seen people do this before with the washi tape and just cover the page. And I think Christine Bryant takes hers and weaves it, I think. I don't even know how you do that, but so I did this and I really like it. It's very pretty in person. I don't know if it shows up as pretty in a photograph as it does in person. Like every time I look at it, I think, gosh, that is so pretty. So that's just making me happy. So I've just printed out some of the free printables for my notes section, and then I have just some dotted paper for when I don't want to have little birds and stuff on my paper. And then, so I saw, this month is my using all the tutorials, and this one wasn't actually a tutorial. I actually just saw it on Pinterest. Ria Delaria is one of the guest designers for, or the designers for Cocoa Daisy, and she had done in her traveler's notebook, she had done 3 tags like this, and I thought, well, that's really cute, because I usually put a piece of paper here to hide everything in the back, and so I decided to do that. And so what I used it for was I took, so this is sermon notes, so it's kind of a subgroup of my notes. And then this one is, I don't have any notes in here right now, so it's just the sheets. Small group notes. Oh, I do have my prayer list in here. And then just notes in general. So I do have some notes back there. They're probably not stuff. Mardi Gras dates. Yay, that's fun. So yeah, so when you put them back together, you've got the 3 things. And then for a tutorial, I did Annabelle O'Malley showed last month. She showed these little clips, and you put the stuff on top of them so they're nice and thick. So I took the chipboard. I have a bunch of them. The chipboard, and put this goo on top of them. I can't remember what it's called. And then it made this really nice thick clip. And then I just glued them onto a paper clip and put a piece of cardstock on the back of them to cover it up. So I did that one, and then, and the next one I haven't gotten to. And so let's get back to this. So the reason for these tags here is just to hide these future pages where I have, so this is my September calendar and October, and it just goes on. And so that's where I just keep up with things for the future. And I still need to go back and go through this list of stuff for September that I need to do and put it somewhere in my daily to-do pages. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So that goes through July. Then my third tutorial that I did, this was Kylie Kingman did this super cute laminated pocket. And so the pocket is clear and the stickers just go down in it, and it just is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And it was so easy. So yeah, so I was all about the tutorials this month. And I think I need to take something out of this thing because it is really full at this point. So that is the end. Back here I have stickers. These just are word stickers. All my word stickers. So I have one sheet. I'll show you how it works. I have one sheet of stickers for every week. So so these are weekly words, and so these are things that might happen every week. So at work I have to reconcile my finances. I should do it twice a week. I generally only do it once, but so I have it on there for each week. I have it on there twice. If we go to the movies, sometimes we go to the movies during the day, so I put movies and movie night. If I get Happy Mail, dinner with Aubrey, that's my daughter. I put a few television shows that we've been watching. Money Heist was there. And if I go to the nail salon or I paint my nails, small group, just things that we do every week. And that's what these are. And then somewhere I have monthly words. Well, I don't have it anymore because I used all those stickers. And those are things that happen just either once a month or just this month. And so I have already put those all in here. So I am very excited to have my Webster's Pages Cocoa Daisy planner set up for September all done, and I hope you enjoyed walking through it with me. I enjoyed having you, and until next month, I will see you again, and keep planning.